So I have been the badminton coach at my former high school for like 5 years. I love playing badminton. I get paid to teach other people how to not suck at it. But just so that I don't look bad, I will also say that it's not about the money. I just love coaching kids and being a guide in their extracurricular activities. I don't know, it's kind of weird. Like, I call them kids, but I actually don't know why I call them such, because clearly they're not kids, even though they definitely act like it sometimes, but teenagers, which we all know is way worse. I mean, sometimes I wish I was coaching a team full of little kids. If I wanted them to behave, I just offer them candy. A team full of high schoolers? Well, what could they possibly want? All I know is from personal experience and observation is that they are moody, dramatic, filled head to toe with 100 times more sass, going through a phase, and just full of excuses. So, as you can imagine, 5 years of this can yield some interesting insights, which is what this video is about. Look at that transition. Now, being a young coach like me comes with a lot of challenges. One of them being that every single time we play against another school, I am always overlooked as the coach. In their defense, I don't clearly come across as a coach. I'm definitely not dressed like one. I don't have a lot of facial hair, and I'm pretty sure I could pass as one of the players. So it's always fun to see the doubt and surprise on their face when they find out that I am, like, the coach.
Oh, so you're the coach. Huh.
I know, right? We are so gonna crush you. But weirdly enough, respect of the players wasn't as hard. It probably helped that when I was playing in high school, our team was, pretty good. Like, I don't remember this, but apparently the players remember me walking in the door, strutting swag and being fashionably dressed, and they're like, "Whoa, who the heck is that guy?" And I was like, "This guy is your coach. Assistant coach. Haha." Again, I don't know how much of that is actually true, but I mean, that does sound pretty awesome. And it does sound like something I would do. Of all the events that happen in a typical badminton season, tryouts, practices, and games, tryouts is probably one of my most favorite events because that is the day that I get to sort out who will take the sport seriously and who just thought it would be an easy get out of PE/free study hall. And I get to take those people and put them in a world of pain. Because I know for a fact that every year, badminton doesn't get nearly as much respect as it should compared to other sports at our school, despite having one of the, if not the, best record. The stereotype is that it is some rinky-dink activity that your PE teacher is required to try teach you. And they can't because they suck. Which makes them think, oh, well, if badminton is this easy, well then how hard can the team be? Oh, it brings me such satisfaction when the day comes that I get to fix their bad mentality. Badoom-ching. Look around you, people, because this group is about to get much, much smaller. Some of you will be joining the team of champs, and the rest of you will be going home in utter, humiliating defeat. Intimidate the newbies? Check. Another perk of being a coach is that whatever you say goes. If I told them to do 50 push-ups, I can argue that it only makes them stronger. If I wanted to play K-pop during practice or on the way to games, no one can really stop me. Coach John, can you change the music to something else? Well, why should I do that? Because I don't really like K-pop. What? Well, I think we know who is going to be sitting on the bench today. Permanently! I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. Unless. Now, running a badminton team is not so different than any other sport. They come to practice, you give them drills, and they hone their skills so they dominate or suck less when they play against other schools. And just like any other sports team, you will run into complications like players coming late, ditching, making a mess in your car, and overall slacking off on exercises. But what I find the most amusing is when they try getting away with it. Because either they think I don't notice, which I usually do, or they come up with some ridiculous excuse and expect me to buy it.
Oh, it hurts my stomach to run, coach.
I didn't tell you to eat that fried chimichanga before practice. That's kind of on you, my dude.
My leg hurts.
Well, that wouldn't be a problem if you did the strengthening exercises instead of taking the whole hour to get changed.
I don't have any energy because I didn't eat anything before practice, coach.
Well, that was just stupid. You can sit this one out. But probably one of the lamest excuses is when players tried ditching drills, and when they came back after like 45 minutes of who knows what, they would say,
Oh, we were just getting water.
"Oh, yeah, is that so? Do you really think that I'm going to believe that? Please, 6 years ago, that was the exact excuse my teammates were using."
Oh, gosh, that makes me feel really old.
Sometimes it's so stupid, I might just give it to them out of pity. Here's a quick story. Technically, there was one time that I was not aware of until after it happened. They're gone now, so I can tell this story. Just know that I was not responsible for what happened. Some of my players were high in a game! Oh. They went into the restroom, and when they came back, they were in a much better mood. Okay, I know it's bad, but in my defense, I was not at that game, so I am not responsible. It's like I said, they're in a phase. Age of discovery. We won the game, miraculously, but I am more relieved that we didn't get reported, because that would be really bad. I'm wondering if the other coach knew, but just didn't care to say anything. Don't do drugs, people. You can get in serious trouble. But of all things, of all the bad things, the absolute worst thing that could ever happen to a coach whose sole duty is to instill strict discipline and lead their players to absolute victory is for the players to discover the coach's YouTube channel. And they found mine that fateful day. Before practice started, I was walking to the gym. "Hey, Coach John." "You're late. Get ready for practice." "Sorry, Coach John." Or shall I say, Yong Tails. And my worst fear had been realized. No! I burst into the gym only to find all my players huddled together watching my videos. Ugh, oh my gosh, I hate it when people watch videos in front of me. But for my whole team, it's over. It's over. All that hard work of intimidation and fear gone down the drain. Now they know that I used to think the clitoris was a dinosaur that looked like Yoshi. But in my defense, clitoris, I mean, that's believable, right? I can't be the only one. Apparently, it wasn't the smartest idea to send emails to the players using the email account that was also linked to my YouTube. But how was I supposed to know that they would know to do that? My badminton coaching life and my YouTube life, those two lives were to remain separate. And I would have gotten away with it too, if it hadn't been for those meddling kids. I thought I was done for, but apparently, they really liked them and wanted me to make more videos. One video being about them and all the trouble they caused me. And to that I said, "Oh, sure, I might do it. If you do what I say." So I guess that's it. Like, if you want kids to behave, you give them candy. But if you want teenagers to behave, you own a YouTube channel and use that as leverage. In all seriousness, though, despite all the headaches that I get from them, I truly do love coaching them, and they are the reason that I have been doing it for what seems like so long. It has been really great seeing them work hard and improve to the point that I may have to try harder to beat them. In some ways, sure, they are my players, but many of them have also become my friends and supporters of this channel, and I guess that can happen when you're almost as young as they are. So, good job, guys. It has truly been a pleasure being your coach. At least one of your coaches. Because, I mean, technically, I wasn't the only coach. There were others, but there was a reason why I stayed on the longest, and they didn't. More like they couldn't. But that's for another time. I forgot to mention that the game that my players were in high spirits was actually a CIF match. So, yeah, that was really bad. Okay, so I have a few announcements. New merch. You can show off some soy pride with this limited edition, super soft, like me, Edamarmy shirt. Stocks, unfortunately, are very limited this time, so be sure to cop one of these bad boys soon. Stuff like this really helps out the channel, but I am just glad that you watched this video, so either way, thank you so much. Also, you may notice that something is available. I'm not gonna say what it is. I'll just let you figure that out. So come, hang out. It'll be fun. Or just absolute chaos. Who knows? In case you are wondering, yes, I am the badminton coach again this year, so we going for that CIF championship this year, baby. Let's go! Thank you to everyone for watching this totally popular animation topic. I am starting a new trend. Happy Lunar New Year, and until next time, stay young.